Hey, so last June I started calling out Craig Sawyer because I believe him to be nefarious based on his professional connections. And
Craig Sawyer is nefarious based on professional connections. Okay? We just want to make sure here. This individual does apply that to each person she speaks with, right? Like the people who tell her to do this, we know somebody told her to do this, to say this. The people that told her to say this, do they have any nefarious connections? I would go as far as to say yes, but I'll let her continue.
I started calling him out publicly, and I approached his charity on Twitter directly to ask them why they would choose for their logo for Veterans for Child Rescue. Why would they choose 3 known characteristics of a pedophile symbol?
So here we go. I pulled up the Wikipedia document and told you some glaring problems with it yesterday, I believe, right? Wasn't it yesterday? Yeah. And I stand behind that. It's a logical assertion. We have facts about that document. That is the document that she is referencing. So let's just do a quick breakdown. One, that document is from a defunct investigative division of the FBI that we cannot find much information about at all. The document did not make any type of public appearance that we can find up to now, which doesn't mean it's not valid, but it adds a little bit of weirdness to it. I showed you on the WikiLeaks website where that document is very uncharacteristic of the standard of other documents that are released. But those are peas and carrots. Because the glaring problems are when it was uploaded to the WikiLeaks webpage, almost like it was primed, it was there, it was like delivered, it was handed out. Did you ever hear of that document? You know, before, like the document was generated, was quote unquote found in Spain in the hand. This document, the FBI fucking document, was received in Spain. Why can't they just get a hold of the FBI like any other human being, any other document, and verify the damn thing? I can't. I can't either. I've tried several times. They put a phone number on the WikiLeaks website that is disconnected to verify it. We're still working on getting a little bit more verification, but when we get verification, there's going to be a major problem. The document is very old. So let's go ahead and put all the peas and carrots aside, and let's get a big tub of butter out here, because the main glaring problem with the Wikipedia, the WikiLeaks document that she is referencing, so that she can insult whoever she wants and believe whatever she wants to believe about things, that document was done as a specific investigation. So it probably wasn't even handed out to only key police stations that needed that information. And 2, the document was released and in the hands of the bad guys, admittedly by WikiLeaks, way back in 2007 to 2012, sometime in that time period. So once again, it's very strange for me to believe that once that is public knowledge, right, that anyone would continue using the same way that you can say, oh yeah, those guys are smart enough to use code words, is the same way that you can say they're also smart enough to change their code words if the public ever found out. This is flawed thinking. It's flawed, purposeful. It's purposeful that they keep referring to a document as, and for one, they're the same people that do not trust the FBI. That's another glaring inconsistency that I will not let go. These individuals will down talk the FBI, the DOJ, and they'll down talk any government agency and tell you not to trust the government other than the one magical document. You get me? In the past, that document could have had some validity. When it was released, it could have had validity, instantly losing its validity once the document entered the public space. That would have been years ago. So we could say up until 2015 or 2016, the document is not valid whatsoever. You cannot, or what are we going to do in 10 years? Are we still going to call back to this document? What about 20 years? How about 30? Hey, back in 1992, this document was generated off of an investigation. This is not logical thinking, and that's why you don't hear about it from any type of verified source. Like, no police station's going to say, yeah, this document, you got to keep on your eye out for this stuff. They're not going to say that to you. If you go get a job, even if you got a job in the unit, the internet crime unit at the FBI, they still most likely would not tell you to keep an eye out for these old. They would probably educate you on them. It's probably definitely a good educational tool, but that's as far as it could go. This is something that they did a long time ago. Let's keep our eye out for the new symbols that they would be using. But why are we wanting people to, why are we going to, like, it's just, I'm going to go to YouTube for years to tell everybody that we know about these symbols, and we're going to expect the bad guys to keep using them. It's just a witch hunt / group think way of thinking. They're just trying to get you to regress. They want you to regress your thinking, to abandon logic, and to follow that group mentality. Is that not also indicative of someone who doesn't support real justice, but supports social justice over real justice? And I'm sorry to say that I have to bring that up, but these people heavily rely on their political side to be able to tell you what they believe, don't believe, who the bad guys are. In fact, all of the people they put down typically sit on one political side other than this situation. So let's go ahead and apply that to them. Their ability to try and make any of their opponents ultimately evil based off of old documents is nothing but an appeal to social justice, which is not supposed to be in line with their political, the political side that they say they're on. All of those things should be considered, and I'm not even defending Craig Sawyer.
Blue triangle swirl. I wanted to know why, and they never gave me an answer. They skirted the issue. And
most likely, because if you don't also inform them on what you're talking about, did you also know this? Like, these symbols are so important for everyone to know. It's so important that the parents of the United States and around the world know about these symbols, that not a single agency will tell you about them, because it's part of a global cover-up. There's no good people in any agency at all. There's not a single person who is like this hero here. I don't believe that.
And it was extremely frustrating. So what I finally decided to do is I wanted to, let me show you what I did. So that's his logo right there. And when you...
Are you kidding me? That is not okay, well, I'm so glad she decided to show it. This is ridiculous. This is a stretch. So I don't even need to be bitching about the logo. It doesn't look like the logo at all. It does not fit the descriptor of that logo. You can't say that every logo is that every logo relates to your logo. In fact, you'd have to be very specific. Let's be nice to Robot Interiors. And I'm so glad she used that username. It so describes what she does. NPC Interiors or Robot, either or, very replaceable, right? How in the world, if you're going to argue that your symbols should be applied to modern day investigative work, why are you targeting a symbol that looks nothing like it? You would have to be, there is no way. Now, why do they use, this defeats the purpose. Why would an organization be using this symbol in the way she says? Because they want other people to see the symbol and then equate it to the symbol that she's talking about so that they know, hey, that group is a bad guy. She just basically cleared Craig Sawyer's group with this logo. It looks not one bit. There's no swirl. There's no, the swirl has to be a swirl inside of a swirl in a triangular fashion. Not there. Doesn't look like a butterfly inside of a butterfly. I don't see any hearts. You just cleared the man. So I wonder what you're going to try to get sheeple-like people to think here. Let's hear it.
You flip it upside down. It looks awfully similar, like a combination almost of the two boy lover symbols that we've seen so many.
Wow. Really? So if you can do that, oh, here we go. Hey, look at my, look, is it, because I have a transition that looks like a swirl, am I all of a sudden a part of this evil clan? I must be. Here, let me play it for you a little bit. Ooh, Unirock's part of the evil clan.
Many times now and identified. Now, I took a pencil, a colored pencil, and I traced it. And I wanted to see how it would look if
Oh, here we go. Let's see what she does here.
I traced it to complete those circles.
Complete the circle. So you have to change it. Hey, that was cool. How'd you do that, Biz? It went up. Can it go down? Can you make it go down next time? I'm interested. That's pretty cool. I hope my point comes across, okay? We need a different song, Biz. Let's see what she does to try to change the symbol. Fair use article in the description.
The swirls, rather. I took a blue colored pencil and I drew around.
I'm
I
sure
went in
you
this
did.
direction. And
I'm sure you did.
Swirl.
Okay.
And this is what I came up with.
All right. Oh, it looks exactly like it. Oh my God, she just outed him. Oh no, this needs to be on NBC4 News. This is so powerful evidence. You have to take his symbol, manipulate it, change it, and look at what she draws. It looks exactly like. Do you see what they're doing with these symbols now? Because this is what they've been doing the whole time. This is what they've been doing the whole time. None of them will sit down with a debunker and actually discuss this paper. None of them know the background of the paper. None of them have researched the paper out to assure its validity and done any type of real investigative work whatsoever on the FBI document. The FBI document appeared before an election at a key point. It also was uploaded to WikiLeaks at the exact same time that they would have been receiving those Podesta emails. This is way too much. In fact, can I please make a point? Can I not make this point that this is taken so far out of context that she didn't expose the person she's trying to expose? I attest to you that she just exposed herself. But even more, I think she also exposed the people that told her to do this. I wonder who that was.